Hey guys, Morgan's Maintenance. I just wanted to make a real quick video to answer a couple questions that I got on the Klein Tools ball handle screwdriver. So this isn't my review for it. I've got one of those. If you haven't seen that, you might want to check it out. And then also Tools with Tactics. He got his hands on one too. He's got some videos. So if you're interested in picking this up, you might see his take on it. You might want to go check those out. So essentially, I got a couple questions along the same lines. It was Aussie Hardwoods and then also John Bauman. They both kind of ask the same thing: is how does this collet bit retention work? Like what's inside of there? And then does the bit bottom out on something in there? That's the questions I'm going to answer. I'm going to change the angle a little bit. Hopefully I can get in there and be able to show it to you with a flashlight. It's very hard to actually see that down inside of there, but it was something I didn't feel like I could answer with words in the comment section. So that's why I'm going to do it in this real quick video. But let me show you what's inside this collet. So again, it doesn't matter what bit you use with this, whether it is a Japan style right here, US style as far as that little bit shorter, or it doesn't even have to have that indentation. It can be just fixed like the blade that comes with it. You slide that in, it locks into place. That's how that works out. Well, how does that happen? There are essentially 3 ball bearings inside of here, one on every other flat. If I get a light and kind of shine in there, let me zoom in a little bit. So there is a ball bearing right there that you can see move as I move that collet up and down. If you skip one of the sides, go one more, there is another ball bearing. Skip one of the sides, go one more, there is another ball bearing. So there is a total of 6 sides there, 3 ball bearings. That's what's holding that into place. And then as far as the full depth, does it have a stop? You can see if I take like this annex bit here and throw that inside of that, it locks into place at that point. I believe this is the one I put a pencil mark on. It's essentially going that deep right there, but that's not full stop. If you look down in there, you can see this entire handle is hollow. If I take my finger and put over the yellow ball, it kind of changes that light because the light is no longer going through here. So it is actually hollow from right here all the way to here. If I take something like this vessel that's skinnier than the 1/4 inch, I can sit there and slide that all the way in to the point of right there. So it's definitely deeper, but what it has is, and I'm not too sure that you'll be able to see it, maybe if I shine a light in there a little bit, but you can kind of see that circle in there. Anything smaller than that circle, it will fit down in there all the way to the very end of the ball, but anything that's hexed, it's not going to be able to go through that circle. So again, if you have something like this vessel here, you can put that down in here. Here's a very small Allen wrench. I mean, you can pretty much bottom that thing out. But here is your circle right here on the bottom of this bit. So any of that hex that's sticking out past that, that's what basically is acting as your stop, is your hex. So that's as far as any of them are going to go. So on this one right here, you know, you're going to kind of stop once you get up to this point right here. That's where it's actually hitting that circle. That's where it's going to stop at. So again, to answer those couple questions, it has 3 ball bearings in there. That's what's holding your bit into place. That's why it's actually held in there pretty tight, probably, in my opinion. I mean, there's very little in and out play. There's also very little side to side play. The bits are held in there fairly well. And then as far as your stop mechanism, it's basically a little sleeve of some kind that keeps your hex from going on through, even though the driver itself is actually hollow all the way to the tip right there. But there you go, guys. Hopefully that helps answer that question or those questions. I had a couple in the comments asking that. I had a few emails as well, and I figured it was going to be a lot easier for me to just show you instead of trying to type something that was going to make sense. Again, if you haven't checked out the review, you might want to go check that out. Also, go check out Tools and Tactics. He has it in his hand too. He's made a couple of videos, and he even said in his that he thought it was going to be around $17. He probably talked to somebody at Klein, and that it was probably going to be out on Amazon pretty soon as well. But again, hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully that answers those questions. If you got other ones, drop in the comments below as well. I'll answer as much as I can. But you guys stay safe. Have a blessed day. I'll see you on the next video.